Why is the infant Christ and Persephone, queen of the underworld, both holding pomegranates? Now, pomegranates have a rich history, and they've been potent symbols of fertility and prosperity to the Assyrians, to the Egyptians, to the Romans, and in Christianity. The story of Persephone, especially the queen of the underworld, is significant for understanding the historic symbolism of pomegranates. Persephone was the daughter of Demeter, the goddess of the harvest, and Zeus, the king of the gods. Now Hades, the king of the underworld, fell in love with the beautiful Persephone, but her mother refused to give her daughter in marriage to the king of the underworld. Hades had none of it, so one day Persephone is out gathering flowers, and he lets the earth beneath her open up, and she's engulfed by the earth and taken down to Hades. Her mother is distressed at losing her daughter, and she seeks for Persephone across the world. And as she mourns, the crops wither and everything dies down. Of course, without any crops, no harvest. Demeter is the goddess of the harvest. And eventually, the people of earth cry out to Zeus to restore Persephone to her mother so that they can once again harvest crops. Zeus agrees, but on one condition. Persephone can consume no food in the underworld. Now, Hades hears of this, and he tricks Persephone to eat the seeds of the pomegranate. Having eaten the fruit of the underworld, the pomegranate, Persephone cannot be fully reunited with her mother. Instead, she must spend half the year underground with Hades and half the year above ground with her mother. This is really a story of the seasons. When Persephone is united with her mother, crops grow, things bloom and blossom. That's when we have spring and summer. When she returns to the underworld, to Hades, we have autumn and winter. But why then does Christ hold the pomegranate? Well, the story of Persephone is also the story of rebirth, the rebirth of the seasons, the return, the resurrection from the world of the dead to the world of the living. In Christianity, we often see symbols adopted from Greco-Roman mythology making their way into Christian art, and that's exactly what's happened to the pomegranate. When the infant Christ holds a pomegranate, it is a sign both of the suffering of Christ, the red juice of the pomegranate looks awfully bloody, and at the same time, it is a symbol of his resurrection. Like Persephone, he returns to the underworld to be resurrected, and that's why we have them in both.